Hi everyone, thank you for joining this quick video. February launches our self-improvement and development program. I've got some things to share with you. We are taking some one-on-one coaching sessions, and the one I want to share with you today is around our or ancestral brain, which means that part of your brain that controls you when you don't have control of yourself. This is a model that taps into the decisions we make when we are not aware that we are making decisions. When you are in a situation where your mammalian brain or your amygdala takes over, where you are in shock, where you are in danger, your animalistic brain is taking over. This model looks at four main elements, where we tap into your brain's patterns that cannot be overridden. We focus them in the areas that your body and your mind synchronizes to do future development. It's involved and it's a commitment program that makes a massive difference. If you think about yourself in the next 10 years, it's such a far-fetched idea. But thinking of yourself in the next 2 hours and something that you can do now to improve for your future self is a simple thing and small action you can take to increase gratitude in your life towards the person that you are. To develop your own gratitude, to develop your future, it means taking a look back and not letting anxiety, fear, or something that triggers you control who you are and what you do at certain points. The next time you find something in a handbag or you find something in a jacket pocket, whether it be 10 rand or lapis or that thing you were looking for the last 3 months, I want you to think about your past self with gratitude. And a lot of this program is focused on being grateful to your past self, and through those actions, always looking out for your future self. The training itself breaks down some of the models that we've been able to apply on how to activate that part of your brain, how to capture focus in your own mind in doing a real substantial change in your day-to-day behavior. More than that, it helps you to constantly be looking at yourself, your past self, and your future self with gratitude, doing something that makes the life easier of our future self. Small things such as putting out your lunch the night before or packing your clothes the night before, that by the next morning you use hardly any cognitive energy to get dressed. You only have so much in one day that you can make decisions on that influences your emotions and that you reach a point of fatigue. While I was going through a lot of therapy and looking at different programs and different techniques to help in a psychological aspect, I realized that there's something missing, and that is how to deal with trauma or overcome something very traumatic that happens to you. This can literally range from the worst kind of trauma to something as witnessing a car accident, because either of those events can be immensely triggering to the next person. This does not speak to one instance specifically. It talks about overall trauma and triggers, and when your body is being triggered into an event where your mammalian brain takes over. And this is what we generally know about fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Fawn has recently been added to those of you that are keeping up with psychology, which basically means you make yourself small. In those responses, your prefrontal cortex is hijacked. And that means you are not making executive decisions now. You are making survival decisions. Going into this course, we tap into that mammalian brain, that survival brain, and make sure that gratitude is formed to your future self. It is the most remarkable program that I could have worked on. And I'm super proud to bring this out. And I can't wait to start getting feedback from this. It stemmed purely because I was not able to find something that helped me get hold of the trigger events and then change the course of where I wanted it to go. There are many things that are triggering, and I'm talking about even sitting in traffic can trigger a person and ruin your entire day. This can go from something such as traffic to something severely traumatic, examples that had a very bad negative effect on you. It works. It's definitely been a life changing experience for myself, and practicing this daily, getting rid of those triggers or handling the triggers with difference, and also getting my brain into a new way of surviving has changed significantly. The program we developed is around learning how to understand your mammalian brain and understanding the ancestral part of who you are. It sounds like a lot of voodoo. It really isn't. It speaks to the part of your brain that takes control when your body needs to save itself or is in perceived danger. And by using some of these techniques, I'm also able to show you how you can influence yourself, how you can trick your mammalian brain into doing things for the future self. It's a fun, light-hearted type of training that we'll be embarking on. It's about 2 days where we look at the significant things, what the triggers are that we need to focus on to get back to the roots of who we are, and how we can do self-influential things daily that your future self will say thank you for. I'm looking forward to sharing this with you, going to these little elements that can showcase what your mind is capable of and how you can evolve by going back in the past to something that was developed back then when we were in caves trying to survive.